Hi and welcome to my kitchen. Today we will be making 2 loaves of bread with spelt flour. You'll need your spelt flour. I have organic, unrefined, unbleached spelt flour that I found at my health food store. Organic olive oil or anything you want to use to coat your baking pans. I use olive oil and coconut oil, but you can use butter. Then you'll need your instant yeast, fine-grained pink Himalayan salt, and honey. I have in my mixer 3 cups of hot water. I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of honey. I'm just going to let it sit there so the extra honey can go ahead and drip down so I can get all of it out of the measuring cup. While that's resting, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of fine pink Himalayan salt, and then add 4 cups of the spelt flour. Later on, I'll use 2½ cups added to the mixer. Here is my 1 tablespoon of instant yeast. And we'll go ahead and get that blended. I'm just going to go ahead and stir it here just a little bit with the blender to get everything mixed in. And then I'll add an additional 2½ cups of the spelt flour. Now every mixer is a little bit different, so you'll go ahead and adjust it to the settings that you think will be best. I don't have the guard to keep the flour from spilling out, so you can see a little bit of flour is coming out. But we'll go ahead and let that sit for 5 minutes. You may need to stop and scrape down the edges. Alright, it's been 5 minutes. And the dough is very sticky. You can see it here, it's just very, very sticky. We'll go ahead and put it in our pans. Again, you can either grease it with coconut oil, olive oil, or whatever you like. And the pans that I'm using obviously are glass. I don't have the typical metal baking pans for bread. It seems to turn out pretty well in glass. The smaller one on the right, I usually don't get a higher rise because it is a wider pan. We'll go ahead and get a clean kitchen towel and cover it for 45 minutes, so that way it gives a chance for the dough to rise. So it's been 45 minutes and you can see that they did rise. They look great. I'll go ahead and put them in my preheated 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, go ahead and check the oven, see how they're doing. Mine took a little bit longer than 30 minutes, and then I placed them on a cooling rack. You can see the one that had a smaller, wider pan didn't rise as well, but I let it cool on the cooling rack, and we're going to go ahead and slice it. You can slice it by hand, or if you have one of these handy gadgets, you can use a bread slicer. I got this at a rummage sale, and it is awesome. Pretty good. A little doughy taste, but besides that, it's nice. I think it would be really good with some jelly on it. A little sticky taste for the doughy part, but I kind of like it. I don't know if that tastes weird on a sandwich, but I think it would be really good with some eggs on it or jelly.